Hello everyone, just want to take you through to how I change my pen sets. Just that the camera is not getting this one nicely, but there's a small cut here. So if you keep using these pens, they will snap when you are not even ready. I'll start by miking my pens. Here I'm going to be using a taper of 25mm to 15mm. So I'm marking here as 25. Then the next point I'm going to get it at 15. Then you do the same thing on the other side. This side you must start with 15, and then the next mark you make is 25. This is a dangerous part because it involves a rotary cutter. So be careful when you're cutting. It is easy for this rotary cutter to slip and come for your finger. Cutting should definitely be supervised by an adult. Actually, if possible, only an adult must do this part. Try and get a ruler that is bulgy so that even if the rotary cutter slips, it does not come through to your fingers. I always put a dot on my nail just to help me measure and ensure that both sides are equal in length. Here I just make sure that the end of the rubber hits straight on the mark that I made. So if I make a mark, that's the only way I can make sure that both sides they'll be equal in length. Get your pen tying jig and then start making a knot. Here you can use a normal string, but I prefer using these elastic strings. Number one, they are very light in weight, they don't add extra weight into the system, and two, because they're elastic, they tend to hold pretty much good. I make between 10 and 15 revolutions and when I'm tying, just to make sure that these pens do not slip up. But I'm sure by the time you're on 7 it can already hold. But anyway, I'm just making sure it holds properly, and in any case these elastics are not heavy, so I'm not really worried. about the weight that I'm putting into the slingshot. Repeat the same process again on the other side. As you can see, they are exactly the same length. So now you need to cut the excess rubber that is sticking out there on your pouch. You can also use a rotary cutter to cut that rubber, but I prefer using scissors. Now I'm making a mark at exactly the same length on both bands. This is basically to make sure that when I tie them to the fork, I'm tying them the same length as well. I start tying exactly below the mark that I made with the pen. This is exactly the way that I can be sure both sides are the same length. The more you do this, you start developing the sense of how much the length should be, even if you don't make the mark. But I would advise you to put in these marks just to be sure that both your lengths are the same. Then get your string. It makes tying much easier. Note that I'm putting the rubber inside the string. Repeat the same process on the other side. If this is your kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the like button. Bye bye till we meet again.